sat in my window one evening, a messenger came up to me. He'd a nice little neat invitation, saying, won't you come over to tea? I knew it was Ramsbottom had sent it, so I went for our friendship's sake. And the first thing he gave me to tackle was a slice of his Ramsbottom's cake.
There were plums, there were prunes, there were cherries. There were raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts, there were cloves, there were berries. But the crust was stuck on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance to give anyone a bellyache. It would kill a man twice to finish a slice of his Ramsbottom's Christmas cake.
Miss Chatterbox wanted to taste it, but really it was all no use. She worked at it for over an hour, but couldn't get any of it loose. Ted Tattlesall went for the hatchet, Len Bradley came in with the saw. And then when she ate the first mouthful, it paralysed Miss Chatterbox's jaw.
There were plums, there were prunes, there were cherries. There were raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts, there were cloves, there were berries. But the crust was stuck on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance to give anyone a bellyache. It would kill a man twice to finish a slice of his Ramsbottom's Christmas cake.
For 10 months, Sir Jolene poultice. For 6 weeks, they spread it with butter. To the great joy of all the relations, not a word did Miss Chatterbox utter. And sadly, 4 days before Christmas, she spoke and said, I'd like a steak. The relations rushed out and fetched her a huge slice of Miss Ramsbottom's cake.
There were plums, there were prunes, there were cherries. There were raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts, there were cloves, there were berries. But the crust was stuck on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance to give anyone a bellyache. It would kill a man twice to finish a slice of Miss Ramsbottom's Christmas cake. Raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts, there were cloves, there were berries. But the crust was stuck on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance to give anyone a bellyache. It would kill a man twice to finish a slice of his Ramsbottom's Christmas
Have yourself a merry, merry Christmas. Christmas means many things to many people. To some people, it's logs spluttering in an open grate, casting warm pools of light to soften trees shouldering a burden of snow. To other people, it's the trembling eagerness in a child's eyes when he wraps a present. Christmas is lovers exchanging glances under a twinkling conifer. It's old friends meeting, and it's new friends being made in mulled wine and good food. But for me, Christmas is a family getting together and rediscovering the need for each other. Every year now, for the last 7 years, the wife's mother's been to our house for a Christmas dinner. This year, we're having a change. We're going to let her in. One of the problems with show business, and people never realise this, is that the tragedy is we're not often home for Christmas. We spend many weeks away in strange towns. At the one time, we should be all together with our families, and we have to stand there watching passerbys scurry with their presents, that look on their face, and we feel slightly out of it. This happened to me 2 years ago in the north of England. I was in a strange town doing pantomime in a small stage. It was so small, the only show we could do was Robin Hood and his Merry Man. It wasn't a very good show. In fact, we were giving people the money back on the way in. The critics were kind. They said the only thing wrong with the show was the seats faced the stage. That was bad enough, but I think the thing that made it even more poignant for me was I was in rotten digs. Well, it wasn't digs, it was more like a slit trench. And I think the landlady came from North Wales. She had a face like flint. She was small, fat, had red hair, and wore a black dress. She was like shaking hands with a ginger beer shandy. But when it came to the food, I must say she kept a good table. There was nothing on it, but it was a bloody good table. I wouldn't say she was a rotten cook, but the Christmas pudding was self-destruct. Boxing night, I think it was. We were both sat there having a glass of cheap sherry. I could tell it was cheap. I don't know who crushed the grapes, but I had a corn plaster in my glass. And we were sat there together, and suddenly her face crumpled. And she said, She said it's not the same for me Christmas since my husband went. I thought he'd perhaps gone out for bread, you know. I said, what happened? She said, he passed away very suddenly. 3 weeks ago, last Sunday. I said, I'm very sorry to hear that at this festive occasion. What happened? She said, well, there was a big age gap. She said, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm only pushing 30. Frankly, I thought she was dragging it. She said, my husband, Godfrey, was in his late 90s. And yet, despite that great age differential, we had a perfect rapport. I said, well, did you get on well? She said, we were great friends, and she said, even physically, our union was blessed. We used to make love every Sunday morning to the gentle chimes of the church bell. And she said, that Sunday morning you went. I said, what happened? She said, a bloody fire when you went past. Bring it. Very good, Mr. Biggin. Are you the manager?
I am, sir, yes.
I've got a complaint.
You have a complaint?
I can't sleep in my room. 306.
Sir, room 306 has a pile carpet 4 foot thick.
Has it really?
Double glazing, soundproofed walls, an 11-piece suite, a life-size replica of the Elgin marbles, a custom-built polyvinyl Olympic swimming pool, a matching set of 4 billiard tables, an ornamental rookery, and a personally monogrammed theatre organ. Why can't you sleep in that room?
I can't get in the bloody thing. The producer of the show said to me as he playfully smacked me across the head with a sachet of lavender, hitched his slip. He said, we've only got 4 minutes for our guest star's number, including the introduction. So drag out the introduction. He gives the ear clinics time to take an extra stairs. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, my great pleasure at no extra expense, I assure you, to introduce Mr. Kenneth Ball and his Brewery Bay's syncopating poltroon.
Thanks very much, sir.
That's
Thanks
a pleasure.
Okay, fellas, take it away.
Yes, you know, there's one thing I like about Kenneth Ball. He just recently played on a fortnight at Cows. Apparently produced more milk.
Thanks.
However rancid. Yeah, carry on.
Okay, fellas, take it away.
Pleasure.
Right, thanks,
That's right.
Right, fellas, take it.
Kenny Ball, ladies and gentlemen, who has just returned from an extensive tour of Japanese working men's clubs, where they asked him to do an impression of somebody called Harry Carey. From there they went to Russia, but they had to return because of the language problem. As you know, everything over there ends in off. But I am proud to say they've just had a one-day's triumphant season at the Mecca Ballroom Ghoul, followed by an equally triumphant short season at the Ghoul Ballroom Mecca, where he became known as the Sid Lawrence of Arabia.
Thanks very much.
That's a pleasure.
Okay, fellas, take it away.
However, unfortunately, we cannot comply to the request of the Electricity Board for Kenny and the boys to play 2 numbers. Sorry about
That's nice of them, isn't it?
that. Not really. They were afraid of a power cut when everybody put the kettles on. Do the best you can, son.
Okay.
Keep moving.
Okay,
Everybody
fellas,
know.
take it away.
Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 80 seconds or so, sit back and enjoy the turgid music of Kenny Ball and his Knackers Yard Band.
Can I start now?
Don't bother me, son. Get on with the show.
Right on, Ron. 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
There is delight doing things right. 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
Maybe I'll cry.
Maybe I'll cry.
Maybe I'll sigh.
Maybe I'll sigh.
But if I die, I'm gonna try. 4 or 5 times.
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 I've been so blue thinking of you. 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
Holding you tight.
Holding you tight.
All for the night.
All through the night.
I kissed you and then I kissed you again. 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
Four or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
There is delight holding you tight. 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
I fell for you.
I fell for you.
Said I'd be true.
Said I'll be true.
And now when we meet, my heart jumps a beat. 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
Yes?
Mr. Winterbottom's here.
Old Frosty Bum. Send him in. Send him in. Spotted you as soon as you came through the door. Oh,
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Merry Christmas. Sit down.
Thank you.
Tell me, what's the matter with you?
Well, Doctor, I seem to have come out.
Don't tell me.
Pardon?
And don't tell me. How many words are you? What's wrong with you?
2.
Right, mime the first word. Mime.
Mammy?
It's Christmas, damn it, mime.
Oh, you mean like the party?
Yes.
Oh.
That's it. Capital. Tilligold.
No.
Heil the gangs of halitosis. You've got halitosis. No.
What?
Yes. Goose pimples. You've got goose pimples.
No, I would hardly be coming to you if I'd only got goose pimples. No, look, see?
2p. You are an able 2p. 2p. You want a wig?
No, I don't want a wig.
No.
Look.
Deutschland, über alles.
Alice in Wonderland? Motherland, fatherland, Germany. You've got a German something. Yes. Second word. How many syllables?
2.
First syllable.
Me, you.
Me. La Bohème, your tiny hand is frozen.
No, Archie. Me.
More than one me. Me's!
Yes!
Me's yes!
No!
Me's no!
No, me's you!
Me's you!
Me's you!
Me's me! Me's me! Me, Les! I've got German measles! No, I don't think you've got German measles. Try again.
Well, if it's not German measles, then perhaps it...
How many words?
Oh, not again, please.
Come on, how many words?
2.
Right, first word, how many syllables?
2.
Right, first syllable, come on. Foul pest!
I haven't started yet.
You're a bird! A tit!
Cold.
A cold tit! Blue tit! Cold it! You've got prisoner of war rush!
I've never been further than Ostend.
Oh, do it! Myxomatosis? No. Chick!
Yes, correct.
Second word, how many syllables? Second syllable, come on.
Second syllable.
Chick. Hen. Chicken! Chicken! Right, next syllable.
It rhymes with...
Shoe. Chicken shoe. Stew? You've got chicken stew!
There's no such thing. It rhymes with...
Leg, chicken leg, egg, chicken egg!
Oh, do hurry up. I want you to cure it.
Cure it. I've heard this one before. Cure its egg. Bad in parts. You've got bad parts. How bad are your parts?
Certainly not. Look, it rhymes with...
Chicken socks. You've got chicken socks.
No, it rhymes with socks.
Motorbike. Motorboat. You've got chicken motorboat. Pox. You've got motorboat pox. You've got chicken pox. Right. Well, we can soon deal with this. Go behind the screen.
Well, I must say it's about time. Never heard anything like it. There's a waiting room full of people out there. Christmas Eve, they'll be looking to be out on Boxing Day. Never know anything like it in my life. Think it's disgraceful. Too much Christmas cheer and gasoline. Supporting the General Medical Council, that's what he wants.
Right, you can come out now.
I'm quite ready yet.
When you're ready, Tim. Good heavens, it's a burst sofa. Right, I've written out your prescription, and I've hidden it somewhere in this room. You have 1 minute to find it, starting from now. Icy cold, freezing, slightly warmer. Season's greetings to you. Yes, it's Christmas once again. And like I did so many years ago, children of all ages, I suppose, we'll be looking forward to the annual trip to the pantomime. Oh, I did enjoy sitting there in the darkened auditorium, listening to the music, watching the dancing, the pretty lights, and the principal boy, who was invariably a girl, a very pretty girl with long, slender legs, cased in shiny tights. Well, I thought he might make a change tonight to narrate for you the story of a pantomime. And here is the story of Goody Two-Shoes. Once upon a time, there lived in a small village in a far-off land a very beautiful maiden called Goody
She was very poor, and her clothes were all torn. Big boob, big red sister. For an eye for that. One day, an old shoemaker gave her a pair of shoes and told her never to take them off. Never take them off, take them off. That's all they do in villages, take them off. They're in that simple time of the road, that's it. I get stuck in here, who do you think you're kidding? What do they call the gunny for? I got to know. She was always at it, prancing bare, showing herself and flaunting, everything's coming up wrong.
It's a nice cold morning.
A delightful chilly day.
I can feel a lovely shiver in my bones. The thermometer is almost up to 4 below. The barometer says we'll be up to here in snow. The almanac predicts this particular stretch of land will be frozen almost more than we can stand. It's a nice cold morning, smell the freshness in the air. Why, it's better than a fancy fresh cologne. Right from Leeds up to Sparrow, though there's not a single sparrow, I've a feeling the city will survive. It's a nice cold morning, yes, a nice cold morning. I'll be glad to be alive. I can feel a lovely shiver in my bones. The thermometer is almost up to 4 below. The barometer says we'll be up to here in snow. The almanac predicts this particular stretch of land will be frozen almost more than we can stand. It's a nice cold morning, still the freshness in the air. Why, it's better than a fancy fresh cologne. Right from Leeds up to Barrow, though there's not a single sparrow, I've a feeling the city will survive. It's a nice cold morning, it's a nice cold morning. I'll be glad, 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 glad to be alive,
It's a nice cold morning.
It's a nice cold morning.
A delightful chilly day.
A delightful chilly day.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
Let us receive a King. Let every heart prepare him room. And let
It is very nice, but now it's back to the orphanage.
Will you tell us a story then?
Why, you insolent little gamin. But why not? It is Christmas. Eh? Well, what have we here? Oh, here's a very good story. Now, let's see if you like this one. Once upon a time, Father Christmas lived in a far-off country called Iceland. A land of snow-capped mountains and dark, brooding larch forests. A land of broad, rushing rivers and deep, icy lakes. Just like the orphanage. A land of tall, cold women and hot geezers. A land of legend and mystery. Father Christmas lived beside a silent, mysterious fjord on an estate of semi-detached igloos. He lived all alone except for the man who looked after his reindeer. A man who was known as Rude Olaf the Red. He was known as Red because of the colour of his russet locks. And he was known as Rude because he hid behind rocks and sang rude limericks at passing trolls. He was Iceland's first rock and troll singer. Are you paying attention, boy? Good. And he was a very nasty man. He used to write wooed words on walls in woad. One Christmas Eve as the wind howled across the swirling snows like a lost soul, a Viking from Denmark staggered through the darkness towards the igloo where Santa Claus lived. He was an icicle fellow. The Viking had lovely manly shoulders and fiery bloodshot eyes. He was a magnificent-looking man, what you would call a Great Dane. Because, of course, he was going to the dogs. That's why he wore hush puppies. Oh, well. The laugh, I thought they'd never start. The last faint glow of the northern lights was dying in the sky as he banged upon the door. And it was opened by a little pixie called Popo, who lived in a little wooden house underneath a waterfall high on the tundra. "Hello, nice human," said Popo. "Goody, goody gumdrops. What a terrible night. Do come in and warm yourself before the peat fire." The Dane said in his voice like distant thunder, "Hello, little pixie. I have been at sea for a year. And look how my beard has grown. I have not eaten for 3 moons and a day. I can't find my mouth. Before I see Santa, I would like to get rid of my whiskers, but curses of Odin! My axes blunted me barnacles and rust, and razor blades have not been invented. What can I do? Boo! Popo, the pixie, said, "Ho, ho, tippity-poo. My friend, Rude Olaf the Red, has got the sharpest teeth in all Iceland. He will gnaw your beard off for you." Children, this is what he did. And that's why, to this very day, we sing that well-known Christmas song that was first sung beside that Arctic fjord. And this is how it goes. Rude Olaf the Red gnaws Dane's beard. What's all this then?
What's all what?
Come on, you know.
Don't you like it?
Of course I do. It's lovely. What's it made of?
Oh, listen to him, the Valentino of Didsbury. It is Christmas Eve and the children are in bed by means of threat, and I am alone with my husband.
And tell me, my little turtle dove, what brought all this on?
Just felt like it.
You just felt like it? Shameless hussy. You are at my mercy. I shall carry you off to my council tent. My room, set in the rolling dunes of Rill, My desert is waiting. The red shadow strikes again! Bubba! Let me put the fire from you! Daddy! Yes, love?
I can't sleep, Daddy.
What do you mean you can't sleep? That lovely big bed of yours, and it's Christmas tomorrow. It's a lovely bed you've got. I wish Daddy could sleep in your bed.
You can, Daddy. I'll let you.
Oh, God. No. No, not tonight, love. For me, Daddy, very busy. Something's cropped up.
Glad to hear it.
Shut up. Now, there's a good girl. Now, go back to bed, go to sleep. And in the morning, if you're a very good girl, Father Christmas will leave you a nice dolly.
Will you tell Father Christmas that I want a dolly that cries and you can change your clothes and you can put her in the bath?
You'll be damn well grateful for what you get.
So say all of us.
Shut up. What, love?
Cross with me?
No, love, Daddy's not cross with you at all, but go to sleep now. Mummy and Daddy want to go bye-byes.
Never heard it called that before.
Will you? Now, there's a good girl. Nighty-nighty. Pajama. Good night, you little beauty.
She gone?
How she yells like. Well, look, nighty-night. Night. Oh, it's the tension, you know. It makes you go all limp.
Good night.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Hey, don't say you've gone off the boil.
Gas is a bit low. Amazing what a bit of pressure could do, though.
With all these interruptions, it better be high speed.
I'm not sure I've been converted.
Good morning, madam. I'm from the gas board. I've come to read your meter.
It's in the cupboard under the stairs.
What, love? Now, you're very naughty. You should be in the land of Nod. Mummy and Daddy were nearly there. Now, get back to sleep.
But Daddy!
What?
If Father Christmas is bringing me a dolly in the morning, I want to give you these.
What's that, love?
They're my handbags. There's only 2 left, and they're a bit fluffy from my pocket, but you can have them.
Oh, now, don't come in. Stay there, love. Daddy will come and get them. Sorry, we should have had a bloody poodle. Thank you, love. That's very kind. Give Daddy a kiss. Thank you, dear. Go back to bed.
Give Mummy one.
Well, that was the general idea. Go on, look, back to bed. Good girl. Oh. Here, do you want one of these?
Come on, cheer up. Keep your chin up.
You've got a lousy sense of direction. My darling, I love you. Come with me to the Casbah. Oh, I love you so.
Very sorry I'm Jewish.
1, 2,
Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, hey, Mr. Hava. Hey!
My distinguished guest for the evening is the noted sociologist, Dr. Alice Tipper.
Good evening. Mrs. Smallpiece, I'd like to get something straight before we start.
Certainly, they can keep the cameras on me while you do.
I am referring to your reputation.
Well, thank you. I do have a certain renown in the shires.
I am referring to your well-known obsession with the less savory aspects of life.
I don't know what you mean.
Sex. I will not have it.
Now, something about your survey into the moral and social habits of the nation.
Certainly. But remember, Mrs. Smallpiece, no funny business. Now, this was a very interesting survey. I have some incredible vital statistics.
Oh. Is there anything in particular you'd like to tell us about?
Yes, I have two major points
Oh.
here. We found there was a great difference between men and women.
Oh, I know.
And on our examination of morals, to our surprise, we found the women were way out in front. But they do adopt some very unusual positions. The reason for this puzzled us. We couldn't quite put our finger on it. The women, of course, are very proud of their rights.
And their lefts! Oh, boo, 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 boo. Shoulder shove. Change the subject slightly. How do you find people's reaction when you knocked on their doors?
It varies. Some are prepared to drop everything. And some get very angry when you knock at the door. Have you ever been so het up you're afraid to grab at knockers?
She's obsessed with sex! She's sex mad! Get it off! She's sex mad! Off, off, off!
I should like to introduce now two very great friends of mine. A wonderful double act, greater than Baden and Powell, stronger than Wilson and Gormley. I refer, of course, to Gilbert O'Sullivan.
What are you dressed like that for?
I'm dressed like this in honour of a very great friends of mine, Gilbert O'Sullivan.
But there's only one of us.
Well, if your mate's not turned up, you only get half the fee.
My name is Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Oh, I know that. I was a bit teasing, actually. As a matter of fact, I'm one of your biggest fans.
And you're certainly the heaviest.
I'll laugh an hour with this kid. No, honestly, do you know, I know all your songs, and I thought it would be nice if I played one tonight.
It's very touching.
Well, as a tribute from one great artiste to another. But I think I should warn you, to save any sort of theatrical embarrassment, that when I play the piano, it has been said of me, there's only one difference between myself and Chopin.
Which is?
He's been dead longer than I have. Join in, don't stop there.
It's really good. Now, why don't you do one of my songs?
Well, just have. Oh. Well, did you recognise it?
Of course. Which one?
Claire.
Wait for it. It might have been clear to you, but it wasn't clear to me.
Tish, too.
No, I mean, I've never heard it sound like that.
Well, I know, I must confess that, in fairness of my ability, I do tend to extemporise on familiar themes. But it's very nice of you to say so. What would you like to hear next? I know your songs backwards.
It sounds like it.
I'll tell you one. The one that I've always liked, Gilbert.
Your favourite?
My favourite. It was the best thing you ever wrote was Downtown.
Downtown. Well, I didn't write Downtown. I think the one you mean is Get Down.
I know, I was only testing. Join in the chorus if you feel like it.
Well, try.
Ready?
Right.
1, 2, 4, 7. Hey, noddy, noddy, hot cha-cha!
I don't think my singing goes with your playing.
No, it would spoil it. I tell you what, Gilbert, why don't you try to sing and play at the same time? Now, I know it's difficult, but have a go.
Well, I'll do my best.
Oh, well, look, if you need me, I'll always be here.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gilbert O'Sullivan.
I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. All I'm dreaming of the whole day long is a peaceful one. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to those of you who live in fear, and let us hope that very soon the peace you seek will then resume. I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. All I'm dreaming of the whole day long is a peaceful, peaceful one.
I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. All I'm dreaming of the whole day long is a peaceful
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to those of you who live in fear, and let us hope that very soon the peace you seek will then resume. I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. All I'm dreaming of the whole day long is a peaceful, peaceful one.
Good evening to you all. My name is Jock Cousteau, the son of Jock Cousteau the elder. We thought that was the best way to put it. My grandfather was a son of the soil. My father was a son of the soil. And my mother said I was a son of the sod. Hey, we're the dirtiest family in Scotland. Tonight, before your astonished gaze, I would like to demonstrate the ancient Hebridean art of underwater bagpiping. This practice started in the reign of Bonnie Prince Charlie. It was started by a humble shepherd called Hamish McShepherd, who was wont to round his sheep up by playing his bagpipes. After a roisterous evening's booze at the Hammer Inn, where he got so stoned, they used to call him the pie-eyed piper of Hammer Inn. Why underwater piping, you may ask yourselves? Well, there's two reasons. The first one that was Hamish had a theory that playing the bagpipes underwater improved the tonal quality. And number two was the fact that he was frequently in the water himself. May I say to all those of a nervous disposition that the water in this tank has been passed by the public health inspector with the help of an elderly horse. And so tonight, for the first time on British television, and probably the last, I will play for ye Scotland the Brave underwater. Thank you.
May your tree be filled with happiness, happiness and friendliness for all. May your heart be filled with cheerfulness, happiness and cheerfulness for all. We wish you the happiest, the happiest, the happiest, the happiest, yes, the happiest. We wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest. You cheer and the happiest. The happiest, the happiest, the happiest, yes, the happiest. We wish you the happiest, the happiest, the happiest. You cheer. May your tree be filled with happiness, happiness and friendliness for all. May your heart be filled with cheerfulness, with happiness and cheerfulness and friendliness for all. The happiest, yes, the happiest. We wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest. You cheer and the happiest, and the cheeriest. The happiest, the friendliest, the cheeriest, the merriest, the loveliest. You
To all of you, a very Merry Christmas. Good night, God bless.